lights were low and the bass line moved. You crossed the floor with that easy grace, then stopped just close enough to change the space. I gave a smile, you did the same. Then everything shifted when you said my name. Not loud, not sweet, not trying too hard, just soft enough to reopen my heart. Years had covered over what I thought was gone, but one familiar sound brought the whole night on. The way you said my name made the old groove rise again. The way you said my name brought the heat beneath my skin. One quiet word, one steady flame, and nothing in the room stayed the same. The way you said my name made me remember everything. We took 2 seats beside the wall, talked around the things that hurt us all. You told me time had treated you kind. I said some nights still cross my mind. The drummer leaned behind the beat, your shoe kept moving underneath. Then you looked up through the amber haze and said my name that same old way. Maybe hearts grow careful, maybe distance leaves a stain, but one familiar sound can pull you through the years again. The way you said my name made the old groove rise again. The way you said my name brought the heat beneath my skin. One quiet word, one steady flame, and nothing in the room stayed the same. The way you said my name made me remember everything. Ooh, don't say it like goodbye. Don't let that sound run dry. One soft word, one deep chord, one memory find and shape. No confession, no direction, just the feeling. It can wake. Say it once more, just like that. Real slow. The way you said my name turned the silence into flame. The way you said my name made the years fall out of frame. One quiet word, one steady flame, and nothing in my heart stayed the same. The way you said my name made me remember everything. Say it again, not too loud. The way you said my name, yeah. Yeah. Been a long time, but not long enough to forget. You walked in wearing midnight blue, same calm eyes, but something new. I moved my glass and made some room, while an old groove filled the room. You said how you been and looked away, like there were safer words to say. Then tapped your fingers with the snare and brought a memory through the air. Years can change the picture, names can leave the door, but some things in the body remember what they move for. You still know my rhythm, you still fall behind the beat. You still know my rhythm, like it never left your feet. One slow turn and there we are, right back where the old groove starts. You still know my rhythm, you still know the sound of my heart. Your laugh came softer than before, still it crossed the same old floor. The lights were low, the crowd was thin, but something familiar pulled us in. You asked if I still played that song. I said sometimes when the night runs long. Then the bass rolled deep beneath the keys, and you move like an old memory. Time can change the language, faces, roads, and plans, but a rhythm keeps a history that words don't understand. You still know my rhythm, you still fall behind the beat. You still know my rhythm, like it never left your feet. One slow turn and there we are, right back where the old groove starts. You still know my rhythm, you still know the sound of my heart. Don't call it yesterday. Some feelings never fade. One warm baseline, one old glance, one shoulder moving free. No promises, no going back, just what the groove remembers of we. You remember, I can see it, take it slow. You still know my rhythm, every pause and every sway. You still know my rhythm, even after all this change. Hey, one slow turn, one familiar spark, lighting up the quiet dark. You still know my rhythm, you still know the sound of my heart. Some things stay underneath the years. You still know my rhythm. Yeah. Yeah. Before the words, I heard that laugh. You walked in slow beneath the sign, a little older, still on time. I almost missed the way you looked. till that soft laugh shook the room. It came before your hello did, warm and low, just like it lived somewhere deep behind the years, waiting for the night to clear. Maybe faces change, maybe hearts learn how to hide, but certain sounds keep opening what time leaves locked inside. Your laugh came back first, before the touch, before the hurt, before we said what brought us here. Your laugh came back and pulled me near. Your laugh came back first, soft enough to break the curse, and every old groove in the room remembered how to move with you. You took the seat across from mine and let the silence take its time. The low drums lean behind the beat, your fingers tap beneath the seat. I asked if life had treated you well. You smiled like there was more to tell, then laughed again and looked away. And every year dissolved that way. Maybe roads divide, maybe seasons rearrange, but certain sounds keep carrying the parts that never change. Your laugh came back first, before the touch, before the hurt, before we said what brought us here. Your laugh came back and pulled me near. Your laugh came back first, soft enough to break the curse, and every old groove in the room remembered how to move with you. Ooh, there it was again, like an old and trusted friend. One low laugh, one warm chord, one memory finding air. No promise, no answer, just something still alive in there. I remember that sound, still feels the same. Take it slow. Your laugh came back first and made the whole room lose the years before we said what still remained. Your laugh came back and changed the frame. Your laugh came back first, warm and low beneath the words, and every slow groove in the room remembered how to move with you. That same laugh, after all this time, it came back first. thought. Just one small space you never forgot. The candles lean against the wall. A warm baseline moved through it all. You looked away, then touched your sleeve, like there was something hard to leave. Maybe time keeps moving. Maybe people learn to change, but some old ways keep talking. Even when we hide the name, you still leave room for me, right beside your memory. You still leave room for me, like the past ain't history. One empty chair, one quiet sign, one little space still kept in time. You still leave room for me, somewhere in your heart tonight. You poured my drink before I spoke, same little smile behind the smoke. I watched your hand move slow and sure, like you still knew what I reached for. The drums fell late beneath the keys. Your silence settled next to me. No grand return, no old excuse, just two familiar souls cut loose. Maybe love gets softer, maybe distance learns to bend, but some old ways keep waiting for the right night to begin again. You still leave room for me, right beside your memory. You still leave room for me, like the past ain't history. One empty chair, one quiet sign, one little space still kept in time. You still leave room for me, somewhere in your heart tonight. Ooh, yeah. You didn't have to say my name. The space already felt the same. One slow pour, one deep chord, one glance across the room. No promise, no pressure, just leave a little room. Yeah.